Right, settle in everyone. Have we got a treat for you today? We're diving headfirst into the wild world of Australian visas. Think of it like trying to choose the right outfit for a night out, except instead of a questionable leopard print jumpsuit, you're picking the visa that lets you live your best life down under. Whether you're dreaming of soaking up the sun on Bondi Beach, cuddling a koala, who wouldn't, or fancying a go at being a sheep shearer, it's harder than it looks, darlings. There's an Australian visa with your name on it. Now I know what you're thinking, visas, how dull. But trust me, this is important stuff. We're going to break it down, make it clear as an Aussie sky, and hopefully have a few laughs along the way. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's unlock Australia together. First up, the classic, the good old-fashioned tourist visa. Perfect if you're after a taste of Australia, a little walkabout if you will. We're talking short stays, up to 3, 6 or even 12 months, depending on your nationality and what mischief you're planning. Now this visa is all about the fun stuff. Think sightseeing, visiting family and friends, maybe a spot of whale watching. You can even do a short course, learn to surf like a pro. But, and this is a big but, working while you're on this visa? Absolutely not, darling. Applying for this one is usually pretty straightforward. You'll need a valid passport, a reason for your visit that doesn't involve stealing kangaroos, and proof you can pay for your trip. Nobody wants to see you busking outside the Opera House. Oh, and a little insider tip: apply for your visa well in advance. You don't want to be stuck at the airport with your budgie smugglers and a dream, do you? Trust me, it's not a good look. Now let's say you fancy yourself a bit of a high flyer, a business tycoon in the making. Well, there's a special kind of visitor visa for you too. It lets you attend conferences, explore business opportunities, and network with other bigwigs. Just no funny business, all right? We're watching you. So whether you're after adventure, relaxation, or a bit of both, the visitor visa is your ticket to ride. Just remember, pack your sense of humour, your swimmers, and most importantly, your sunscreen. That Aussie sun is no joke, my friends. Right, who's ready for the next visa adventure? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. All right, bookworms and brainiacs, this one's for you. The Australian student visa is your golden ticket to unlock a world-class education in the land of sunshine and shrimp on the Barbie. Now, this visa isn't just about hitting the books, although you will be expected to attend classes, occasionally. It's about immersing yourself in a new culture, making lifelong friends, and maybe even picking up a charming Aussie accent along the way. G'day, mate. To be eligible for this academic adventure, you'll need to be accepted into a full-time course at an Australian educational institution. And no, a 2-day didgeridoo workshop doesn't count, love. You'll also need to prove you've got the financial means to support yourself during your studies. But here's the best part. The student visa allows you to work part-time while you're studying. That's right, you can earn some extra cash to fund your avocado toast addiction, or, pay your rent. Just remember to leave some time for actual studying, all right? And let's not forget about the post-study work rights. That's right, once you've graduated, you might be eligible to stay in Australia for a few more years to gain valuable work experience. It's like a bonus round, but instead of winning a car, you win a career. So if you're ready to expand your horizons, both academically and geographically, the Australian student visa is calling your name. Pack your dictionaries, your thinking caps, and get ready for an experience of a lifetime. Now, before we move on to the next visa, let's take a quick commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Chapter 3. All right, all you ambitious go-getters, listen up. If you're dreaming of swapping your dreary desk job for a chance to work and play in Australia, the work visa is your new best friend. Now, before you pack your bags and say cheerio to your boss, let's break it down. The Australian work visa is a bit like a choose-your-own-adventure book, with different options depending on your skills, experience, and how long you fancy staying. First up, we've got the temporary work visa, perfect for short-term gigs, skilled occupations, or if you've got a job offer from an Australian company. Think of it like a working holiday, but with less backpacking and more, working. Then there's the skilled independent visa, designed for highly skilled professionals who want to make Australia their permanent home. This one's all about points, darling. You earn them based on your age, skills, English language ability, and work experience. It's like a game show, but instead of winning a lifetime supply of toilet paper, you win a life in Australia. And let's not forget about the employer nomination scheme, where an Australian employer can sponsor you to work for them. It's like being picked first for the dodgeball team, but instead of dodging balls, you're dodging, well, hopefully not much in Australia. Applying for a work visa can be a bit of a process, I won't lie. There's paperwork, skills assessments, and maybe even an interview or two. But trust me, the rewards are worth it. So if you're ready to take your career to the next level and experience life down under, the Australian work visa might just be your ticket to paradise. Just don't forget to pack your work ethic along with your swimmers. Now, before we move on to our next exciting visa category, let's take a quick look at what's happening in the world of celebrity gossip. Chapter 4. Ah, love, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Especially when it comes with the possibility of moving to Australia with your soulmate. And that's where the partner visa waltzes in, like Cupid with a suitcase. Now, this visa is for those lucky ducks who found love with an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen. It's like winning the love lottery, but instead of a giant check, you get a life with the one you love in the land of sunshine and good vibes. But hold your horses, lovebirds. Before you start planning your dream wedding on the beach, there are a few hoops to jump through. You'll need to prove your relationship is the real deal, with evidence of your shared life, commitment, and all those mushy-gushy things that make love grand. We're talking joint bank accounts, shared rental agreements, love letters, holiday snaps, you name it. Basically, you need to convince the Australian government that you're not just in it for the visa, you're in it for love. The partner visa comes in 2 stages, temporary and permanent. First, you'll get a temporary visa, which allows you to live, work, and study in Australia while your permanent application is being processed. Think of it as a trial run for married life, but with fewer arguments about whose turn it is to take out the bins. So, if you found the one and they happen to be Australian, congratulations. The partner visa could be your chance to start a new chapter in your love story, down under. Just be prepared for a bit of paperwork and maybe a few raised eyebrows from cynical family members who think you're just after the free healthcare. Right then, after a quick break, we'll delve into the holy grail of Australian visas, permanent residency. Don't go anywhere, my loves. Chapter 5. And now, for the grand finale, the pièce de résistance, the visa equivalent of winning an Olympic gold medal permanent residency in Australia. This, my friends, is the big one. The visa that allows you to live, work, and study in Australia indefinitely. That's right, indefinitely. You can finally unpack those boxes, adopt a pet kangaroo, maybe not, and truly call Australia home. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. Getting your hands on this coveted visa is no walk in the park. It's more like a marathon, with hurdles, water obstacles, and maybe even a koala crossing your path. There are several pathways to permanent residency, each with its own set of requirements and eligibility criteria. We've got skilled migration visas for those with in-demand skills, family visas for those with loved ones already in Australia, and business visas for those entrepreneurial whizzes looking to invest in the Australian economy. You'll need to meet certain age, health, and character requirements, and you'll need to prove you can contribute to Australian society. Think of it as an exclusive club, and they only want the best of the best. But if you're lucky enough to be granted permanent residency, oh, the possibilities. You'll have access to Medicare, Australia's public healthcare system, you can sponsor family members to join you, and you'll have the freedom to come and go as you please. It's like having a key to the entire continent. So there you have it, the Australian Permanent Residency Visa, the ultimate prize for those seeking a life down under. It's a challenging but rewarding journey, and if you're up for the adventure, the rewards are immeasurable. Now, let's wrap things up and get you back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the wonderful world of Australian visas. We've covered everything from tourist jaunts to permanent residency, and hopefully cleared up any confusion along the way. Remember, choosing the right visa is crucial for a smooth and enjoyable experience in Australia. Do your research, seek professional advice if needed, and don't leave it until the last minute. And who knows, maybe one day soon we'll be sharing a coldie together on a sunny Australian beach. Cheers to that! Thanks for watching our guide on the different types of Australian visas. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content.